Thank you for joining us today. We are Beta Alpha Psi Epsilon Xi at the University of Utah. My name is Jace Yacuk, and I am serving as the Vice President of Activities for the Spring 2021 term for our chapter.
Hello, and my name is Murray Poulson. I am the Treasurer for Spring 2021.
Hello, I'm Nariko Ruiz, and I'm the Reporting Secretary for Spring 2021.
And today we're going to be discussing how our chapter has adapted to continue to serve our community while simultaneously providing opportunities to network and grow to each of our members. Currently, our membership consists of 7 members, 13 candidates, 5 officers, and 2 advisors. To the right, you can see a screenshot from our induction ceremony where we welcomed new members and introduced the new officers. While the Spring 2021 group may be smaller than traditional years, we have discovered new ways to continue to network and give back. As a chapter, our main focus is to continue to foster community involvement, strive to achieve high academic success, promote school involvement, and continue to network with students from other schools and professional firms. We strive to work towards achieving these goals in all of the events that we do, including working as volunteer income tax assistants to help people start the process of filing income taxes in the community, or making pantry packs with a professional firm to be delivered to the Bountiful Food Pantry to assist those who are food insecure. We have found most success in our pursuit of these 4 goals by partnering with the Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital to help provide fun tie blankets to young teens there. Now I'm going to pass it on to Murray to talk about the impact of this project.
Thank you, Jace. The preteen and teenage group typically receive fewer donations than other age groups, such as infants at Primary Children's Hospital. And thus we felt our donations would have a greater impact when given to this group in particular. A hospital stay is already a stressful time, and the difficulties created from the COVID-19 pandemic have made it impossible for more than a very limited number of people to visit loved ones at a time. Our hope is that these tie blankets help make life just a little bit better for these patients. Our chapter has been doing this particular service project for several years, and in the past we would tie the blankets as a chapter after some of our weekly meetings, but with the restrictions in place during the pandemic, we've made several adjustments on how we execute the service project. Our amazing faculty advisors help make it possible for us to keep doing this project in a socially distant and safe way. First, before the day we have selected to perform the service project, we make an announcement on Canvas to let students know when and where they can pick up the fleece material for their blankets. Students are allowed to take as much material as they would like, depending on how many service hours they want to give. The next step is that after the designated weekly meeting, we invite the chapter to remain on the Zoom call so that everyone has the opportunity to interact with each other while tying the blankets they have brought home. The last step for our chapter members requires students to return their finished blankets to a designated location, usually outside of one of our faculty advisors' offices. Finally, one of the officers takes the completed blankets and, with the help of a member, drops them off at Primary Children's Hospital, where they can be sanitized before being given to patients. Now that you know how we do this project, Nariko will discuss the success we have had.
Thank you, Murray. Now moving on to the results. This chart shows the accumulation of blankets over the fall 2020 semester. By the end of the semester, students made 63 blankets in total. Each of these blankets take about an hour to make. So the 63 blankets made by the end of the semester represent 63 hours of service. There are various dates on the graph representing the times when students finished blankets. They do not have to wait for a certain event to make blankets. They can work on them on their own time. Blanket making has been beneficial for both students and the community alike. They gain volunteer experience. They also have the chance to network with students and professionals. They build character by sacrificing time for others. They also grow in leadership skills because they can step up and coordinate blanket delivery with the hospital, as seen in the picture on the right. Although service is a big time commitment for students, it ends up being students' favorite Beta Alpha Psi activity. Blanket making impacts the community by helping the hospital save money since they do not have to buy blankets themselves. The teenagers, which are generally underrepresented in hospital donations, receive the blankets and will feel like people are thinking about them. Next, we want to go more in depth on how networking is combined with this activity. We enjoy mixing networking opportunities with service. We have specific dates when students go on Zoom to do service with firms. We had 3 such events last semester. To improve this blanket making activity, we are delivering unmade blankets to specific firm site locations. One firm already has blankets in preparation for an upcoming blanket making event. It has been helpful to have these events so students can get to know one another in a virtual environment and talk with professionals. This is a very doable activity for other Beta Alpha Psi chapters. We hope it inspires others to create more virtual service activities and find ways to incorporate networking into online service events.
Okay, thank you, Nariko, for sharing the results with us from our project. We just wanted to say thank you again for joining us today, and we hope that sharing this project will give each of your chapters a new idea to continue to engage members in giving back to your community.